Welcome back, family. Kenny Mills here again with more pointless conversation because we all know y'all don't give a fuck. But just in case you do, remember to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100, and I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm gonna keep begging y'all to subscribe, so I'm gonna need your help. I really appreciate it. And we can absolutely engage in these conversations every week, whether they be pointless to you or not. All right, y'all. What are the most loaded 6 letters used in American pop culture? Exactly. What people and cultures get to use the N-word? Is it for black consumption only? After you watch, remember y'all, we can continue this conversation in the comments section. I don't know about y'all, but I'm interested in what this week's clients thinks about who can use the N-word.
That's a tough question, man.
It's a hard conversation, but open for a lot of dialogue.
So the question of who can use it, I think a lot of it is about intent. A lot of it's about context. It's about setting. It's about what you're really trying to do with that word.
I feel like the N-word is derogatory. It shows ignorance amongst our culture, and I think it's something that nobody should say.
I don't like saying it. I don't think that other people should say it.
It's not part of my conversation, my everyday conversation, ever.
Black people and Afro-Latinos, that's about it. No one else, I don't think, has any right or should even have any desire to say the word.
If people want to use it, it has to be a black person.
I say nigga all the time.
People go under that umbrella that other person of color, they can use it. You're full-fledged Puerto Rican. Like, you have no ties to this at all. When you see a person like Fat Joe or Lil Pump say, fuck that nigga, and on the opposite end of receiving a comment is a dark-skinned dude, that's kind of painful right there.
But now it's accepted because of the Hip Hop Nation.
Say if Jay's on a concert and he's up there on stage and you got a white person or some non-black next to you singing along with the lyrics, you know, are you going to require that person to skip over the word?
You got white folks driving down the street singing nigga in their car. What you gonna do?
I don't care in what setting it's in. I don't care if you're singing along with a Jay-Z song. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, don't use that word around me.
I don't want anybody to use that word to me.
I don't want to hear y'all came up with hip hop and all that other stuff. Like, that doesn't give you a pass.
The only reason they say it is they're comfortable because we say it.
We have conversation with white folks calling them nigga right in front of them. So eventually you open it up for them to say nigga to you.
Black people, we are the culture. We move the culture in whatever way we want to move it. What we do is the cool thing to do.
We drive so much culture everywhere. Everybody wants to be us.
Make your own shit up. I know we the cool ones. I know everybody want to be like us. I get it.
You don't really want to own the real problems that us black people have to live and go through every day.
They don't have respect for how we got here. They don't have respect for how we became the ones to move the culture.
You can benefit from white privilege. We can't, especially a dark-skinned person.
Do you think me calling a white person a cracker is acceptable? Or me calling a Hispanic person a spit acceptable? Absolutely not.
I don't think nobody should be using it, but if anybody gonna use it, it'll be a black person, and that's it. Like,
it's just certain things that are inherently ours. Y'all not entitled to everything.
You just gotta be very sensitive to who you're around, how that person or group is going to receive that word, even if it's in sort of a collegial, social way.
Should be Ricans, Mexicans, like none of that.
Think about it. Do you really want to be calling yourself a nigga? I want to think quality thoughts. I want to think highly of myself, and not as the N-word. Am I that? I'm a father. I'm a hard worker. I'm a student. I'm a man. I'm a person. But never do I want to be associated as the N-word at any level or degree. And it shouldn't be acceptable amongst any culture.
So before I tell y'all who I think gets to use the N-word, let me give y'all a brief history lesson. The N-word was first used by whites and non-blacks to describe our hue in 1574. It wasn't until the European Enlightenment period that the N-word will be given the power to describe a people as savage beasts or subhuman, a people that they felt did not deserve a history or a lineage. During Enlightenment, inequality and oppression invented race to abuse and mistreat and murder and pillage black and dark complected people all over the world. While everything white was described as beautiful, everything black was described as vile. Now fast forward through the transatlantic slave trade, the genocide of indigenous Australians, and apartheid, to where nigger is a radioactive term used to describe black people, Africans, and their diaspora as non-human and inferior. We have since made an attempt to reclaim the word and make it a so-called term of endearment. We use it casually as if the original connotation doesn't exist at all. And we promote the word heavily in our hip hop music. And per usual, as it happened with rock and roll and jazz and R&B and country music and blues, another black invented music form became American pop culture, the most influential and popular music currently on earth. The rise of hip hop inspired, for maybe the first time, for non-blacks to want to be black, to imitate the way we walk, the way we dress, the way we dance, the way we talk. And now all of those things no longer belong to just us. Now, nigga is a really ugly word to want to own. It's a really despicable thing to want to claim as just yours. And because we have been systematically stripped of the access to our identity and the access to power, we just settle with the full owning of the word nigga. So with all that said, who can say the word nigga? Nobody. No one should use the word nigga. It's a terrible thing to want to say to someone else, and it still carries the connotations that it had from inception. But since we're not about to stop saying nigga today, black people are the only ones that get to have that conversation on whether we use it or not, when it's used and when it can't be. But nobody else can be a part of that conversation. So everybody out there that want to keep saying nigga, say that in the privacy of your own home around your own friends. But when you see one of us walk into the room, y'all need to chill. I by any means am not giving a pass for people to say it, but I do understand that we are the popular people right now and y'all want to do everything that we want to do. So in that regard, keep that word to yourself. All right, y'all, so that wraps up this week. I appreciate everybody that participated. I really appreciate everybody that watched, everybody that subscribed. Keep watching. I'll be back next week. Peace.